So let's start with today's weekly analysis, and we'll see how many trade setups we get for this week. And let's start with the dollar index. So on dollar index on daily time frame, what I see right now is that we are trading near a daily fair value gap. All right. So यहाँ से basically price upside पे trade कर सकता है. We have already grabbed this buy side liquidity, and price is also taking a support at this daily FVG, and we have already mitigated this daily FVG right here. Okay, now this area can act as a liquidity grab and dollar may reverse from there. So we'll definitely look for a lower time frame price action to form to take a long trade. So this is my bias on dollar index, that is bullish. Now let's look at the other currency pairs. The first one is GBP USD. Let's start with the monthly time frame. On a monthly time frame, there is one fair value gap which is right over here. All right, now that is inside a premium zone, and we are slowly and steadily going inside to that monthly fair value gap. Now let's look at weekly gap. So we have already tested this. So we have a weekly gap over here. All right, now we can target this high right here, but the problem is that the dollar is strong and the GBP is also showing a sign of strength. So taking a long trade would be unnecessary because you will stuck in the consolidation. So it's better that either one of the pair should be weak to, or should we go against each other. Let's look at the daily time frame. So on a daily time frame, I do have a bearish fair value gap. So that's it for me. I will not do any more analysis on GBP. That's why what either two things can happen. We tapped into this daily fair value gap, and then we can target this low right here. Okay, or look for a weakness in euro. So let's do our analysis on euro GBP, and here we can decide that which pair should trade for short with USD. So on a monthly time frame there is nothing much. On a weekly time frame we do you have a bearish fair value gap, so that is also on GBP. And on daily time frame we have a fair value gap which is right over here. So what you can do is wait for price to trade inside this daily gap and then enter for this as a target. So I'm not going to trade euro GBP, but it will give me a sign that euro is weak against dollar. So that means I can take short trade on euro rather than taking trade on GBP. No doubt on both shows the weakness, but euro is showing more weakness than GBP. Now let's look at euro USD. So this is a monthly time frame on euro. Here we have a monthly fair value gap. Let's look at weekly. Nothing much going on weekly time frame. Let's look at the daily time frame. So on a daily time frame we have already trading inside this daily fair value gap. All right, now we can look for a short opportunity as the dollar is strong and the euro is weak, I can target this sell side liquidity or external range liquidity. All right. Now again, just giving you a recap on DXY. Daily on DXY is bullish. Daily on Euro USD is bearish. Using the concept of smart money reversal, you can trade this easily. Now let's move on to the gold. Non-gold, gold is quite volatile for past few days. As you can see, previously we were trading towards the bullish side, okay, but not clear structure. Only fair value gap could help you to take this long trade. Now what I can see on intraday basis or for next week, let's start with the monthly time frame. I have this level on my monthly time frame, and also we have a breaker over here. That means there are high probability that market can tap into this monthly time frame, and then we can see an up move from there, but that will take some time. Let's look at weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame, we have this weekly fair value gap. We have already tested that weekly fair value gap, but I don't think so there is any sort of reversal going on. Okay, on a 4-hour time frame, maybe on a hourly time frame. Let's see. Yeah, we do have a change of state in delivery on a hourly time frame. Let's see, do we sustain this or not, because a higher time frame fair value gap always supports. If not, if we break below this weekly gap, we'll definitely go for this monthly fair value gap which we have marked earlier. Now let's look at the daily time frame. On a daily time frame, I have this bearish imbalance. All right, bearish imbalance. Now we can use this information to take my decision. Should I go long or wait for price to break this weekly gap? So remember one thing is that if we have two gaps simultaneously, one is weekly and this one is daily, it is not necessary that price will not sustain the daily fair value gap. I will go long, or I will hold longs once we break above this daily gap. All right, and we make it as an inversion gap. If we are not breaking above that in daily gap, that means price wants to go lower. But if he breaks above that daily gap, if you're already holding your long trades on gold, you can hold it for a bit longer time for the targets of 2955, or basically the all-time high. Okay, so remember this thing. Now for tomorrow, we have already gapped up about this last swing high. That means we already have a change in state of delivery. If I want to go long, I can go long right now by this slow as my stop loss, or breaker slow as my stop loss, and target this daily fair value gap. And after that, look at the reaction, what happens once the price reach this daily gap. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today. And if you are interested to join my community, link is in the description. And thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content ahead.